we're used to having one king here in the house with King Booker.
King of the world.
But now we're about to double up on our royalty. He's a 2019 King of the Ring, King Corbin.
You know, give the man the proper intro.
That's a punch.
All hail, King Corbin.
There it is.
All hail. Woo.
There he is.
There it is, there it is, right there. Bow down.
All hail.
Bow down, baby.
He was my favorite person to talk
Oh,
trash
yeah.
about on
Yeah.
comedy, that's for sure.
All hail, King Corbin.
You guys do that
Who's
yourself.
opening? Come on now.
I know.
Come on now.
I'm welcoming him onto the show.
Come on now.
Make
There
it
we
quick.
go. There we go.
I didn't get that.
All hail.
I didn't get that when I
Well,
came
I'm
on
the
the
king.
show.
You did?
I didn't get that. Look,
No, I can't look. You're older
Bow
than
down.
that.
you got a real
Bow
attitude
down
problem.
to the king.
Old
You got a
news.
real
Thank
attitude
you.
problem.
You're welcome.
Hey,
You're
some
welcome.
people just
Hey, come on.
recognize royalty when they see
I'm
it.
welcoming him
Unbelievable.
on.
A woman
It's
ever did
okay.
that
That's
to
what I'm
you.
saying.
Yeah.
It's
thank you.
terrible.
Anyway,
Everybody should do it for me. I'm the king.
It's terrible.
Oh, gosh.
on to the interview here. King Corbin, how much
Yes.
fun is it being on the top as a bad guy?
I love it, especially because you referred to me exactly where I am. I'm on the top. I'm the top
guy.
on SmackDown
I
in
see you brought your
WWE.
ego along. That's
Yeah, it's always with me. I strap that ego on my back. That's why I got a good crown, fits my head, it's big. But it's great. I love irritating people to the max.
You're good at it.
You know what? Some people, it just comes natural. I guess I just have that natural ability. People have been telling me that since I was little. But it's awesome. I mean, I get to go out there and just see how riled up I can get fans and what emotions I can trigger. And then they can, tell me all the things they hate on Twitter afterwards.
I'm going to start doing that after the show.
Oh, yeah?
Out.
I tell you,
What do you got, Book?
no, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
please. You were a king.
No, thank you
Please,
very much.
after you, sir.
As King Booker, not since, perhaps Vicky Guerrero have we had someone get that reaction.
Yes.
That's funny, real quick.
No,
You say that.
no,
though.
seriously.
I was in the ring last week, and Dolph Ziggler was with us, or 2 weeks ago, and he said, I haven't heard boos like that since Vicky was in the main part of
Well,
her
how do you tap into that, though? I mean, how do you stay focused?
like I said, I just love it. I revel in it. Like when people are booing and spewing their hatred on me, I love it. It makes me feel good. It makes me like I'm doing my job to the fullest. And I literally love every second of it when people are upset.
People say what's missing in the sport, and I think that's what it is. Seriously.
People who lean into
Yeah.
that the way that he does.
Yeah. Believing in it. Yeah.
Well, people have trouble with dealing with the backlash of being a bad guy, a heel. Like they can't handle the insults on Twitter. They can't handle someone going, they're not good, or they're boring, or whatever it is. They can't handle that, or they want to be. So a lot of guys now, they want to be cool. They want to be a cool bad guy.
Yeah.
They want to do it with like a wink
Exactly.
at the
Yeah.
end.
It's no real heel.
They want everybody to go,
we know a few of
he's
those
really
guys.
good, but we don't like him. But if,
Well,
if he's
silly,
really good,
silly question, but have you ever been a good guy?
no,
No.
I have.
So I always found it was a lot easier to be a bad guy because it's a lot easier to walk through a curtain when nobody knows you to be hated. It's hard to get the fans to love you, and the ironic thing is, if you're a good enough bad guy, they eventually will love you. So do you feel any of that, or is it still all just pure hatred?
It's pure hatred right now. I think when we were going through the King of the Ring tournament, I got a little bit of people like, oh wait, he's actually good. So I have to find ways to go, no, he's actually a jerk. Like I don't like that guy at all. But yeah, I think it is hard to be a good guy. I mean, it really is, because you have to make people actually care about you. But I mean, that's what my job is to go out there and just, beat you up in front of these little kids that make them love you. So I'm trying to help you. And if I'm doing my job, it's going to help people love to see you, or love to see you retaliate on me.
Obviously, you have fans that absolutely hate you, like we're talking about right now. Is there like a specific time that you can remember where you knew like a fan just hated you? Like, is there a story behind one of the fans?
I mean, but you see it in their faces every time. Like you can see the people who are truly connected and truly hate you. But there's been moments like when you see people in the crowd, like after WrestleMania, was beat Kurt Angle in his farewell match, and I look into the crowd at his family, and his little kid just gives me the finger. Like he's, it's not an exaggeration, it's true. His little kid literally just flipped me the bird, and it's because he's truly into it. Like he's obsessed. But I make little kids cry all the time in the front couple rows, because especially on like live events, they're in there with the interaction, and when you really get into them, sometimes they panic. Even grown adults, it's really funny when they hit that panic button when you say something and you turn and look at them and they're like, oh. Wait,
This might go down.
wait, he heard me.
Yeah, exactly.
He heard me.
Got him.
Like they get as far back and slouch down as possible.
yeah.
So it's always really funny. But those are the people they're like, they're into the show and they love it. And you can really, I mean, it's not hard to trigger people these days. But
Everyone's offended.
wrestling fans on Twitter are the easiest.
So
we call it
speaking
the
of that,
internet.
the internet.
Yes.
Speaking of people on the internet, do you find it easier or more difficult to maintain the bad guy persona on social media? Like we were saying before, it's like not everyone's able to do it without the wink, wink. You know?
Yeah. Well, I think it just goes back to for me, what I'm doing on television is not that far from who I am in real life. I'm not a guy that's out there, but in reality, I'm not a guy who's out there I'm not trying to be friends with everybody. I don't like everybody. There's a lot of people, from, but in college, like if you talk to somebody, they go, oh yeah, that dude was a jerk. Or same in like, when I was playing pro football, getting in fights, like I'm not anywhere to make friends. Like I'm going to do me, and you can take it or leave it. It is, and it's a job that puts food on my table. So, but social media in that aspect, like, it's not hard because it's almost like cheat codes. Because these people are coming on there and they're going, oh, dude, he looks ridiculous in that suit coat. He looks like a TGI waiter. Like, and then I'm going, okay, so they don't like that, so now I'm going to wear it all the time. Like, it makes it very simple. It's a cheat code to what irritates people.
Okay.
You have thicker skin than some people we've had on this show so far, which you have. You absolutely have to. I was always in that position when I did the Straight Edge Society thing, and it was like this borderline religious cult. People got real angry, especially when we were like south of the Bible Belt. Like people were angry. Like grandmothers were taking swings at me and stuff like that. And I took myself real seriously, and I was real proud of that. So
there's a sense of pride to it.
Yes, absolutely. But you're a bad guy and you do bad things to people.
Yes.
So
You're a bad
I watched
guy.
you covered Roman in dog food. So my instant analysis was that's real dog food, and I know it is, and I can see Vince being like, we got to use real dog food. It's got to be real dog food, and it doesn't. But knowing him, so was it real dog food?
It was 1,000% real dog food. But and it's not even that it was like I did get some in my mouth and like.
Good, serves you right.
I did not deserve that. He deserved every bit of that. And he needed it. How did he not? How did he not? I mean, the guy's been on top
That's the
forever.
idea.
And he gets spoon-fed everything. So I fed him some dog food.
That's the idea.
It's what we do. He's the big dog. I thought he was hungry.
Hey, guys, the boogeyman ate real worms.
Yeah.
Right? So come on here. We talk about getting the rub. When I first got into WWE, I got a chance to wrestle The Undertaker. I was like a fan when he was coming to the ring. I had to snap out of it. You got a chance to, rub elbows with The Rock. What is that like? Rock put a big tweet out earlier this week about him and I said, man, that's awesome when The Rock says something about you. So what was that like for you?
I mean, it was truly a special moment, I think, because I am getting to share the ring with an icon. Like, he truly is. There's something, if you're ever around him, like, there's something about him that makes you go, this dude's a star. Even if you had no clue who he is, if he were to walk in the room, you go, whoa.
Who's that guy?
That dude is special. So it was a cool moment to be in the ring with him and, eating the rock bottom and the people's elbow, another cool moment. And then just he's one of the best ever on the mic. There's a few people that you put in that category that are like, these are the best dudes ever on the mic. And, you can do it because you've done amazing. I mean, you have people think of you, they go, oh, the pipe bomb. Like, there's very few people that can do that. And I felt like I hung with him, and then, now I owe him a beating. I feel like that's where we're at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he gave me one. I'm going to return the favor.
The rub.
Yeah, I'll give it back to him someday.
Well, Corbin, thank you so much for joining us. Good to get a little insight to what goes on in the mind of the king. We appreciate it.